Welcome to my channel. I just want to give some teaching today about resilience, how to develop resilience, and even the importance of doing hard things first, even when you don't feel like it, as a way of developing resiliency. So, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Um, I am a life coach, former therapist, and YouTuber, blogger, author, most importantly, follower of Jesus Christ, and totally have been redeemed and set free by Jesus. And I'm here to tell you that, the things that we go through are real. The things that we encounter, the things that we, even as believers, there are times that we go through some difficult times. And if you base doing things waiting to how you feel, most likely you're not going to do it. Because I'll give you for instance, most of us, well, there's a few people that don't feel like getting up in the morning, okay? They may not feel like even going to work, but you know that you have to get past that so that you can go to work, pay your bills, things like that. That's just one example. There are just some things in our life that we've gone through some stuff, okay? Perhaps that's you. Write it in the comment. Yeah, that's me. I've gone through some stuff and I need resiliency because I don't feel like doing stuff. But as a result, when we don't do, whatever we feel, let's say whatever it is, and we don't do it because we don't feel like it, well, it doesn't build our resiliency. So I'm here to give you some encouragement. If you want to build resiliency and you're like, okay, well, what is resiliency? It's the ability to bounce back from stressors quickly and with the good attitude. Um, and we can't do this in a posture of if it's hard or I don't feel like it, then I'm not going to do it. Now, there are times, especially when you're going through hardship, hard seasons, that I'm here to tell you, you're not going to feel like it. But it's in the times that we say, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. And we bypass that and we bypass our feelings and we do it anyways. Then, guess what? We become encouraged. We actually encourage ourselves because we say, you know what? If I could do that, then I could do this. Hence, whatever hardship I'm going through, whatever trial, I just might could get through that. Now, it starts with tiny steps. Don't overwhelm yourself, especially if you're going through an incredibly challenging time. Do something like, let's just say, I'm going to give you for instance, get up and make your bed. You may not feel like making it. Most likely you're not going to. But it's a tiny micro step that you can make, bypassing your feelings. And then when you get done, you can say, okay, well, what else? Okay, do something where it's not going to completely overwhelm you. However, there is a time and a place where we just honestly tackle on the hard things first. So I want to talk to you about that in building resiliency by doing the hard things first. And so for me, what I have learned when I have situations and times in my life that I honestly don't feel like doing anything, I'm like bare minimum. Okay, I can do this, but I don't have the for this. What I've learned is if I go ahead and do the hard things first, I tend to find that not only does it encourage me, but it boosts my resiliency to say, you know what? If I could get through that, then I could get through whatever I'm going through. Now, I always ask the Holy Spirit to help me. I always ask Him to increase my time, my energy, my strength. I never try to do anything on my own. And you know what? Every time He comes through, like, I'll just give you some examples. Like, I really needed to clean my house yesterday and do laundry, all the fun things that we need to do. But guys, I just kind of woke up just tired and just felt like I'm not able, can't. But since I think about it was a mindset, we have to get our minds renewed because as soon as we start saying that, I can't, I don't feel like it, we're already setting ourselves up. So I want to talk to you also about setting your mind. Like saying, you know what, I'm setting my mind. I am going to get this done today. And then pray into it and ask the Holy Spirit to help you. So here's how it started for me. So I'm like, I don't feel like cleaning my house. I don't think I can. I don't have the energy. So I'm already going on that track. And then I'm like, stop. Because I already see I'm already, canceling out anything that I could possibly do. But then I said, you know what? These things have to get done. Who else is going to come in and do these things? So I knew they had to get done on top of the things I already needed to do. And I thought, okay, I can do a couple of things. I can set my mind that I'm going to get the laundry and my home cleaned in the morning so that I can work later in the afternoon. Well, I know if I think about it in my flesh, I'm like, that is not even going to happen. Like, that's not, no, I don't have the whatever I need to do that. And so, first thing I set my mind, I'm like, Stephanie, you have to get these things done. So get your mind straight. And then I asked the Holy Spirit to help me. And then I just kind of waited a little bit. And I always wait for the prompting of the Holy Spirit. And then I heard the Holy Spirit say, go now. Start, your cleaning and do this and do that. And so when I was done, guys, I actually had more energy because I thought, my goodness, if I could do that obviously with the Lord's help, but if I had the brain capacity to do that, then you know what? Then I can do some other stuff too. So I just want to encourage you. Building resiliency starts with doing the hard things first. Because once you get them out the way, you're going to have your confidence is going to skyrocket because you're going to be like, wow, if I could do that, then I can tackle this. It's pushing past feelings. Secondly, it's pushing past feelings. If you wait to do X, Y, and Z, I can promise you, you're not going to do it. We cannot, what I've learned is if we're waiting for our feelings to catch up to do something, we're not going to do it. But if we go ahead and do it, what ends up happening is it catches up and then we feel confident. Sometimes we get energized. We feel good about ourselves. We feel motivated, hence building the resiliency that we need. So don't wait for feelings. So do the hard stuff first. Tackle it first. Set your mind that you can do it. Ask the Holy Spirit for His help. Then don't cave into the feeling. If you already have the negative self-talk of, I can't, I don't, it's too hard, I don't have the time, you're already setting yourself up. Okay? So you have to eliminate the defeatist mindset. Because you got to watch your thoughts. You got to guard your thoughts, right? Take every thought captive, right? Every thought captive. So remember, do the hard things first. Bypass your feelings and do it anyways because you're going to feel better after you're done, not before. Okay? And then set your mind that you can do it. Ask the Holy Spirit for His help. and eliminate the negative talk, the defeatist talk. Okay, so these are ways to build resiliency. These are ways to help, okay, on those situations, tasks that you just don't feel like it. Guys, let's face it. There are some things that we have to do in our lives that we just don't feel like doing. Period. I'm going to give you one more example before I end today. It has been where I live. I don't know where you live, but where I live, we've been under a heat wave for a very long time, it seems like. Um, and so mowing the grass at any point during a heat wave is beyond challenging. Okay? But set my mind, okay, I'm not going to wait till I feel like getting out in high heat and humidity. Now, of course, we want to be wise. We always want to listen to Holy Spirit when to do it. But when He says do it, you say, I can do it with the help of the Holy Spirit. And you set your mind that you can do it. These are just little examples. I'm just saying of things that we have to do that are challenging, and even so when you don't feel like doing something and you've gone through some hardships, hard times, it's a hard season, and you don't feel like, even some people I know don't even feel like doing the bare minimum, right? Even, and this could go along with, not feeling well, but like taking care of themselves, doing the bare minimum to take care of yourself. Uh, you may not feel like, um, presenting yourself well. However, once you do, when it's done, you always feel better. So, building resiliency, building confidence happens when we do the hard things and when we go ahead and tackle them. We go ahead and get them out the way. We go ahead and say, I'm going to go ahead and get this done. And I'm setting my mind that it can do it, and I will do it. This is even on work tasks that we have to do, projects at work that are difficult. We say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and tackle that now and get that out the way, or whatever it is, chores at home, work projects, things that you need to get done personally. These are just some things. In general, you may even, as a whole, may not feel like doing anything. Okay, so, it could be some borderline depression, or straight up depression. This will work as well if you are undergoing depression, spiritual, physical. It can work, because people who truly are, experiencing depressive type of symptoms, medication alone is not going to get you out of that. It's not. You got to train your brain. It's part of it. So part of that is learning that I still have to get up. I still have to shower. I still have to get dressed. I still got to brush my hair. I still got to, do X, Y, and Z. Another great example, and then this will be the last one, but like, I either run or walk in the mornings every morning except Sundays. But it has been, even in the morning, it has been very, the weather has challenged me on many levels. But I've set my mind, I just set my mind. It's hard. I know it. But I know that after how I feel, and so I go ahead and set my mind. It's what I do the very first thing. First, after I spend time with the Lord, but then right after that, because if I wait, I'm probably not going to do it. If I wait to feel like running or walking, I'm probably not going to do it at all. So I just want to encourage you, don't wait. Don't wait till you feel like doing something before you do it. Go ahead and do it now. Do the hard things first, if all possible. Okay. If if I'm just in this place where I've got something looming over me that's challenging and difficult, I'm going to do my very best to get those things out of the way first, because I know it will boost my confidence, it will increase my resiliency, and I will most likely have a boost in motivation because I'm like, whoa, if I could do that, then I can do this. All right, guys, let me know how you handle things, how you handle hard tasks, how you handle tasks that you have to do that you don't feel like doing. Let me know in the comments what works for you so that we can learn from each other. All right, guys, be blessed.